The object of asteroids is to blow up these asteroids or meteors before they blow you up, just like that. Now, I got 3,700 points, which is pretty pathetic next to the world's record of 17 million points. Well, tonight on PM Magazine, we're going to watch a 14-year-old teenager from Holland trying to break the world's record of asteroids, and it will take hours and hours of intense concentration. Think he can do it? We're about to find out. All young people have dreams of one day becoming famous or reaching some unreachable goal. This is the story of one boy's dream of being the best player in the world at the game of Asteroids, considered by game fanatics to be one of the most popular electronic games ever invented. Mark Ermatinger is only 14, not old enough to operate a car, not old enough to pull the lever in a voting booth, but old enough to be a wizard at operating this game and confident enough to try to break the world's record of 17 million points accumulated over 33 hours of continuous play. It's a record documented by the Atari company, which manufactures Asteroids, and it's a record Mark plans to break with a single quarter from 1966, the year of Mark's birth. Dan Ross, the owner of the game room, hands Mark the red quarter at exactly 1:30 on a Tuesday afternoon, and it's the beginning of a battle of wits between man and machine that won't end until many hours later.
This is your starting quarter, Mark. Good luck.
Picture yourself next to Luke Skywalker in a Star Wars setting, piloting your rocket ship through an asteroids belt. Your mission is to destroy alien flying saucers while blowing up the oncoming asteroids that threaten to destroy your ship. As you destroy enemy saucers and rocks, you add extra rocket ships to your galactic fleet. This allows you to boldly go where no other enterprising asteroids captain has gone before. And in Mark's case, he travels into the realm of millions of points. The game is continuous. If Mark leaves the machine, the game plays on and his rocket ships are destroyed one by one. To avoid this, Mark's mother has lots of food ready. After Mark began playing, he turned over 1 million points and had accomplished what few players ever get to see, extra ships lined up all the way across the screen. The crowd continued to gather, confident they were about to witness a world's record.
He talks about it all the time, and I think he has a good chance.
He's got him halfway across the screen now, so he's got it made.
He's got a good chance. He's done a lot better than I did.
The game room owners were so sure he would win, they had a t-shirt made with the world's champion Asteroids player printed on the back.
Mark is almost a genius, so he is a wizard at the machine.
When you're that age, you've got a spectacular goal that you want to reach. And I just think it's really neat that Mark is going after his dream. We always knew that Mark would win, but
at midnight, Mark turned 15 years old, but while everyone else was celebrating his birthday, Mark's dad was getting a little worried about his progress.
You said you wanted to go to 18 million. I think that you'd probably have to put in another 30 hours, which is, that's tough. That's going to be tough.
Well, it's 9:24 a.m. and Mark has been playing here 20 hours straight. He just hit the 10 million point mark, which means he's more than halfway there. Remember, he's got to break 17 million points to break the world's record. He's scoring about 100,000 points every 12 minutes, so at this rate, he's going to be here at least another 15 hours. Then suddenly, in the middle of the afternoon, there was a change in the air. His eyes glazed over and he began to hallucinate. The ships on the screen became a blur, and the crowd watched intensely as the ships disappeared one by one. Suddenly, it was over. The machine had beat him, and Mark had taken only one break in 25 hours.
His final score was 12,427,470 points.
Mark doesn't remember much about the end. He only remembers losing ships and losing 8 pounds. He recovered by sleeping for 17 hours straight, and later that week had a different perspective on his challenge of the Asteroids machine.
After I got down to 30 ships, I knew there was no recovery. When you start losing that way, there's something physical that you can't handle. I just expected too much.
So what did you do the next day to recover?
Went down and played some more Asteroids and Pac-Man. It's the only way.
Well, 2 days after the contest, the Asteroids machine Mark had been playing blew a tube, and the manager said maybe it had something to do with that kid who'd been in earlier in the week who played it for 25 hours straight. We'll be right back with more of PM Magazine.
Hello and welcome to Asteroids 101, where you'll be learning from experts on the subject. From me, Professor von Busch, and the Atari Video Computer System. $129.97 at Toys R Us. Now, should you pass this course, we'll go on to these Atari game cartridges, $18.87 to $36.97 at Toys R Us. Helmut, I hope you've been paying attention, because I'm going to give a pop quiz later. Could I have some of your seeds?